been doing a movie with Kevin Hart, and he has his own IMDb website. Website, we profile website. Y'all ready? My man, the greatest man ever. Mr. Reggie Raw.
Baton Rouge, make some noise tonight. Good crowd, you guys. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. My name is Reggie Raw. It's spelled capital R-A-W. And you guys are going to find out why in just a minute. Before we start, let's hear a round of applause for all our wonderful comedians out here. That's what comedy is about. Give it up for yourselves, man. And give it up for yourselves tonight, too. I'm excited, man. I'm in a great mood. My big brother's in town. He's from prison. No, he's only going to be around for a few days, and it's back to the big house. His name is Damien, and I miss the guy. I forget how funny he is. He's one of those guys that'll pass gas and just name something that he ate. You can talk to him mid-conversation, man. How's it going? That was them tacos. No, that was your asshole. Nobody asked you what flavor your fart was. Did you shit on yourself is my question. Pretty girl over here again. You fart too though, right? You ever fart in a tub? You have a jacuzzi, right? The bubbles don't feel bad coming out your ass either, you know? But when they pop, you like to drown in that motherfucker. Nice guy over here, mustache, poised guy. You ever heard of a stalker fart before? You never heard of one, but you smelled one, I promise you. A stalker fart is whenever you pass gas and you walk away from it, and it follows you around like that random person at the bar that just bought you a drink. Like, get off my ass, man! Shit. Let's see what's going on in the news these days. Megastar Beyonce, she's making all the headlines for her new song, Formation. She performed this song during halftime at the Super Bowl. Police officers are boycotting her concerts because they feel like the video is actually anti-police. I don't know if this video is anti-police or not. However, there's a lyric in this song that I find interesting. Beyonce says, if he fucks me good, I'll take his ass to Red Lobster. Yeah. Boy, they just don't write lyrics like that, right? That's penmanship right there. If he fucks me good, I'll take his ass to Red Lobster. So you know what that means, fellas, right? If you fuck Beyonce good, you get crabs. What else is going on? Oh, this is true. All this is true. There's this married couple from Atlanta, Georgia. They're suing this grocery store manufacturer for like $50 million when the husband found a used tampon in his box of cereal. Obviously, that wasn't the prize he was expecting to find that Saturday morning. Well, his attorneys are saying that their client realized something was wrong after he poured about a half a gallon of milk in the bowl, but his cereal wouldn't get wet. Turned into Frankenberries. Charlie Sheen announced to the world that he's HIV positive. Yeah. Am I the only person here that's shocked? That's all he had? This is Charlie Sheen. I mean, that HIV, Charlie's doing a hell of a lot better than I thought he was. See, that's why you should know your status, people. Know your status. See, all this time you thought he had tiger's blood in the system. Don't feel bad, you guys. Don't hold nothing back because, you know, the one thing about Charlie Sheen, I think we all know that he's not no charity case. Okay, he's a tough cookie. And he has millions of dollars. And, like, he can pay for medication. Like there's stuff out there to where he'll probably outlive all of us. All he has to do is take his meds. And if there's one thing Charlie Sheen is good at, it's taking his drugs, okay? He's good, he'll be fine. Like Nam says, you guys know that I'm an actor, working actor. Yeah. 21 film credits to my name, 2 national commercials. I worked with Kevin Hart, Will Ferrell, Taraji P. Henson. I'm in the new movie with Key and Peele called Keanu. I got the opening scene. All speaking roles, by the way, too. I didn't want to mention it, but you forced it out. And you know, whenever you live in your dreams, you really find out who your friends are, because you get a whole lot of jealousy from people around you. Like, my childhood friend was always jealous of me, no matter what we did. Like, even when we were kids, when we were in elementary school, I said I wanted to get a Super Nintendo. He said he wanted to get a Super Nintendo. In middle school, I said I was going to join a track team. He said he was going to join a track team. In high school, I said, when I grow up, I'm going to be on television. He said when he grew up, he's going to be on television too, and damn if he didn't do it. He was on this reality show called Crime Stoppers. For robbing a liquor store. Go ahead and laugh, but witnesses said that was some of his best work. And you know, since I'm an actor, I take a lot of acting classes because that's what actors do. And I have to tell you guys, I love it because usually when I'm in acting classes, I'm usually the only black person in class. I like that shit because there's no competition. And I get a little bit territorial sometimes, you know? Like, for example, like last week we had this black guy, he come join the class and we have to introduce ourselves whenever we're doing. He introduced himself, like, hey guys, my name is Patrick, I'm going to be joining you guys, you know, say for the rest of the season. I was in the back, mad as hell, I was like, shit, what that nigga doing here? Oh, you calm down, guys. You guys can laugh at it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Anything, consider yourselves lucky because I don't usually use the N-word in front of a white crowd, you know? Just that I feel so comfortable around you crackers. Any Hillary Clinton supporters? I know. Don't be shy. I got some great news some surprising news for Hillary Clinton supporters. Brace yourself because you never saw this shit coming. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Hillary Clinton has just been endorsed by the largest LGBT community here in the country. Yeah. Baton Rouge, I could give you guys a punchline for this joke, but do you really need one? Okay, here it goes. Scientists have just discovered that yes, the sky is actually blue. O.J. Simpson really did do it. No, those are not Michael Jackson's biological children. Donald Trump is dominating everything on the Republican side, and people want to know who can stop the Donald Trump train. Donald Trump is making headlines, he's dominating the polls, and he's getting a whole lot of support all over this country from everybody. Every fucking race. Make no mistake about that shit. Now, I think the KKK are going to be disappointed when they realize that Donald Trump is not some kind of white supremacist or anything like that. First of all, Donald Trump is not even Caucasian. That's right, he's Sherbert. Don't act like I'm the only one that got to adjust the color whenever he's on television. Like, get the fuck out of here, you guys. Harriet Tubman is going to be on a $20 bill, and living in the South, a lot of racist white people are upset about that shit. Who gives a fuck? Let me give you guys a history lesson real quick. The U.S. currency's image has been changed throughout this country's history. Nobody ever stayed on any dollar bill. And to tell you guys the truth, I'm not emotionally attached to none of them dead motherfuckers. Seriously, you can put Miss Pac-Man on it. As long as I can get a 2 for $20 at Chili's with it, I really don't give a rat's ass. You gotta pick your battles. I'll tell you something else I don't even care about. This whole thing about the Confederate flag. A lot of my people, they go out there and get rid of it, get rid of it. No, I don't feel that way. This is one black guy that feels like, keep the Confederate flag. I like the Confederate flag. You know why? Because I like my bigots flaming. And a Confederate flag makes you that much easier to recognize. over in New Orleans. Remember the New Orleans accent? Because you never really know who's racist these days. Like, racism is one of those tricky things. You really pay attention. Like, you never know who's a bigot these days. Like, anybody, like, you can say racist shit, but you're probably not really racist. And black people, few of us up in here, we can be just as racist as some white people sometimes. You could be racist. I could be racist. You could be racist. It's just impossible to tell these days. Like, I had to quit my job of 6 years when I found out that the guy that I was working for was racist. Can you believe that? 6 years. 6 years and I busted my ass for that white man. And one day he just called me a nigger. Well, in his defense was after I called him a cracker-ass honky bitch to his face. I mean, so then there's that. So, but he didn't have to stoop to my level, you know what I mean? Don't you just hate those double standards? But I love my white friends, though, seriously. Some of my white friends are right here. Yeah. I'm validated. Some of my white friends, they took me to this place over, I've never been to it before. It's called the Bulldog over here on Perkins Road. Boy, that was different. I ain't never been to no bar where you can bring your dog into it. And I ain't talking about the homies either. I'm saying that there is a venue here in Baton Rouge that serves food and alcoholic beverages that is roof dog friendly. Boy, you know you ain't got no life when you got to go drinking with a funky, nasty ass dog. Seriously, people, like, we live in a world of Tinder and Grindr, people. All you got to do is swipe right for some ass. How socially inept are you that you got to use a funky, nasty ass dog for an icebreaker? Now, I don't know if you guys ever went partying with a dog before, but let me tell you something. They're rude and they're aggressive. One of them sniffed my ass that night. And wanted to fight me when I called him out on it. I had to tell his best friend, man, get your dog. Tell your dog to chill. Your dog tripping, man, all right? Tell your dog to chill. Well, fuck him up. I don't play that shit. There was this female outside. She was at the table sharing a drink with her dog. I kid you not. She had a drink and her dog had a drink. I couldn't get a word in because this cock blocker spaniel was barking all in my damn ear. We came together, we leave together. I had to tell her girl, baby, you cool enough, but don't bring your friend out with you no more because you're an angry drunk. I don't like bitches putting their paws in my face either. I don't play that shit. Grow up, you guys. Did anybody see the Jungle Book movie? Yeah?
Yep.
Can I share something with you guys? That is like one of my all-time childhood favorite Disney movies. I get nostalgic even thinking about it. It's a story about Mowgli, also known as Man Cub. He was raised by wolves in the jungle, so he identifies as a wolf. He's being hunted by a tiger that wants to kill him, but every animal in the jungle don't want to vote him out, the Man Cub out, because he's like family up in there. Now, nothing will ever beat the original film, but the remake came really close to it, really close to my heart. There's one little problem that they messed up with at the end. In the original film, Mowgli finds a human girlfriend and he follows her into the village. And it's implied that they live happily ever after. He went with his own kind. But in the remake, he stays in the jungle. And I feel like that upsets the natural order of things and it's sending a negative image to the children. Because if you think about it, at some point in time, Mowgli is going to grow up and he's going to hit puberty. So it's only a matter of time before Man Cub is going to want some wolf pussy. I bet they'll vote his ass out the jungle then, right? I found out that I'm kind of a prude. Believe it or not, with my filthy mouth, I'm kind of a prude. Just follow me with this for a second. I'm buying this house that I'm living in. It's a really nice house. And in the dining room, I have a built-in bar area. It's really nice. So I get some bar stools. However, I am on a budget. told me to go on Craigslist. Now understand something, I'm not a computer guy. I'm smart enough to find out whatever the fuck it is that I'm looking for, but I'm not somebody that's gonna be on the computer all day to navigate shit. So I'm on Craigslist looking around. And I noticed they had a personal area up in there, and since I'm on it, I figured since I'm on it, I just looked through it. I was thinking it's about dating and shit. Boy, was I wrong. It's a whole other world out there on Craigslist. Did you guys know that there are people on there, average, everyday people like you guys that are looking for hardcore sex? I'm not talking regular shit, I'm talking about bondage, pissing on people, like the roughest shit you can think about. Shock the fuck out of me. For the lack of a better example, let's say you're someone that likes to pour honey on your big toe. And then you like to let fire red ants accumulate on that big toe. And when it's fully covered, you like to take that big toe and you like to plug it in someone's butthole. Did you know you can put that on Craigslist? Shock the fuck out of me. Before you know it, 3 hours then passed by. I forgot all about my poor bar stools. I'm intrigued by what the hell it is that I'm seeing. It's and I was looking at everything. I'm talking everything. Man seeking woman, man seeking man, man seeking gold, whatever floats your boat, it's in there. It shocked the fuck out of me. It really shocked the fuck out of me. Like, there was this guy on there. He was looking for a female that's into ass play. Sounds perfectly normal, right? Yeah, but not hers, his. Sin Pig's been looking for a while. No shit. And then there was this married woman. She ought to be ashamed of herself. She wanted to sit on a butch lesbian's face. Oh, well, don't worry about her husband. He's in the emergency room getting his appendix taken out. Sin pics are being ignored. And then there's my gay guys. I love my gay guys. My gay guys are on there. They have jack-off parties, and they're looking for married men for something they call a blow and go. Whatever the fuck that is, it's spelled G-E-A-U-X on there. Now, from what I read, it's supposed to be like quick and convenient, and sometimes you don't even have to leave the car. Oh, and it's usually done at a Home Depot's parking lot, too. Yeah. Why, I have no earthly idea. I'm guessing that's a convenient way for guys that are still struggling with their sexuality to get their lumber treated both in and out of the hardware store. Then there's this one guy on it that makes you feel sorry for him. This guy, title reads, soon to be over from the sad, cruel world. Now, apparently this guy is unattractive. Because he writes like 5 pages of shit. He's like, you know, every time he sends a woman his face, she'll email him back, sorry, not my type. And this guy is really bitter about it because he goes on and on. 5 pages, I read them all, trust me. He goes on to say that, you know, women always go for the bad guys instead of the good guys. He works, he doesn't live with his mom, he doesn't feel sorry for women. This is true. He doesn't feel sorry for women when they get raped and thrown in a canal or anything like that. And he ends this whole entire rant with goodbye, sad, cruel world. Now, I like to consider myself a compassionate person, despite what you heard tonight. I came this close to emailing that guy and saying, hey man, you're going about meeting women the wrong way. But then I noticed he posted the ad like 2 weeks ago, and I figured, fuck it, he probably killed himself. Sometimes I didn't feel like typing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look, I want to thank you guys for coming out here. Man, this has been a fucking hit. I think we all will agree with that stuff, right? The energy is really good. Check out my movies. I'm on IMDb. I'm a lot of shit. Give it up for No Show Comedy. It's been a hit, you guys. Maybe no more of my good friends.
I don't know if you know this, that's my father. After like a month, someone said we looked alike, and that was it. He just signed the papers. I get $200 a month. $200 and like one joke. That's it. Thank you guys for coming out. I hope you had a really good time. I had a great time. I don't know about you, man.